Hey guys, welcome to It's a Fruity Way of Life. I started this channel not only to document my health journey, but to share it with others. And, maybe somebody else is in the same situation that I'm in, and we can support each other and inspire each other and keep each other on track. So, I hope this isn't too long. I hope I don't babble on. But I'm going to start from the beginning. When I was a child growing up, I grew up with my dad, who really, he tried his hardest. I love my father to death. But he really didn't know how to cook, or he didn't know anything about nutrition. I could have whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. So much candy. People loved being around me because I always had bags of candy on me. Soda pop every day, Coke, so much soda. That's my dad's favorite beverage too, so we had that in common. What else? McDonald's. I ate a lot of fast food growing up. And also we went out to dinner a lot too, like to nice restaurants and stuff. And my dad eventually started dabbling in cooking and, making little salads and stuff. But for the most part, my diet was really unhealthy. And I suffered from that for sure. I always, always, always had stomach issues, always had stomach problems, would have to come home from school early, a few times a month because I just needed to lay down and rub my stomach because it hurt so bad. I don't know if this is TMI, but I never went to the bathroom. I hated going to the toilet. What? I hated, you know what I'm talking about. I hated going to the bathroom. It was just an awful experience for me. And because of that, I was just always constipated. So that's probably where most of my stomach issues came from. Being constipated all the time, not getting enough fiber, not eating enough fruit, not eating enough vegetables. By the time I was 18, it was really bad still. And I guess at that point, maybe I have to take some responsibility because by the time you're 18, you're an adult. I should have been getting vegetables on my own. But I didn't. I never worked or anything during high school, or I also didn't get my license until I was 18. But that summer when I graduated high school, I went to Europe to go visit my ex-stepmom, and we were traveling, and I was just in so much pain that entire trip. And I had convinced myself that, oh, you're in a new country, maybe it's something in the water or the food. So I ate as little as possible, which is really unfortunate because, I'm sure Europe has great food to offer. I went all over the place. But I was eating packets and packets of Tums. I thought maybe I just had some gas cramps or something. And then I was also afraid because I was in a new country. I didn't want to go to the doctor, so I just kind of kept it to myself. And then when I got back after the summer was over, I started college. It's my first week, and I could barely make it through orientation. I was in so much pain. I finally called my mom, and she came and picked me up, and we went to the doctor, and they said that it was gas, and I was having gas problems, and I told them, I'm pretty sure it's not because I've been eating antacids for the past 3 months straight, every day, and it hasn't been doing anything. He was like, well, possibly it could be gallstones, but I don't think it's that. I don't think you have gallstones. That's usually something that happens to much older people or people who are overweight. Also, I didn't mention, all my life I've been really, really tiny, no matter how much I ate or what I ate. I was 5'5", I still am 5'5", and I weighed maybe 100 pounds. But yeah, most of my life I was like in the 90s, or not most of my life, I'm sorry. My like young adult life, I was in the 90s, and then when I went to college, I finally broke 100, but I was really small. So he couldn't see that I had gallstones. Like, that's just not something that smaller young people get. Um, so he prescribed me a prescription antacid, and then I went and got some x-rays done, or an ultrasound done, to see if I had the gallstones, and that's what it ended up being. I had these massive gallstones that were trying to pass, and it was so painful. And as soon as I found out what it was, I was like, what are my options? And he told me I could take some medication for the rest of my life, or there's a really easy surgery that I could have done, and they would just remove my gallbladder altogether. And apparently, it's not really necessary to have. And I was in so much pain, and I was, 18 years old. I just couldn't imagine taking medicine for the rest of my life. Nobody ever mentioned to me, oh, hey, change your diet, and you could live a regular life without medication. Nobody ever said anything like that to me. So the best option to me was to get it removed, and that's what I did. I scheduled the surgery, had it removed. It was so painful, not easy at all. I do have just like some really small scars, which aren't too bad, but thinking back on it now, like, I wish I had been more educated, and I wish that I still had my gallbladder, because sometimes I think that maybe that affects like some of my stomach issues I'm having now. But you can't go back and get it, so what are you gonna do? So yeah, I don't even know how I stumbled upon this vegan lifestyle, or, I think I first saw Freely the Banana Girls videos on YouTube. They must have just like popped up in the little like side feeder or something. You know how you get lost in videos? I started watching her videos, and then I started watching Fully Raw Christina's videos. Freely seemed a little more like down to earth to me, and maybe her story was more familiar to mine, I guess, or I like related to her story more. So the Raw Till 4 thing also just seems more like long term for me. I can do that long term, I think. I don't know. I've started already. It's been about 2 weeks, and I feel better. I do. I think, though, with all the fruit and vegetables, like, I still have, and I had this before, so I can't really say that it's from eating Raw Till 4 or, eating these fruits and veggies and stuff, but just, like, a lot of stomach, it's not pain, it's just, like, noises, like gurgling, like my stomach is constantly doing something, and I'm not exactly sure what's going on in there. But I'm gonna stick with the diet, and hopefully things work itself out, because I think the number one thing like that I hear people talking about is always how great this diet is for your digestion, and that's the most important thing to me. Like, it's figuring out like my digestion. I hope that it's like not too late. I mean, I'm 26 years old, so I'm still young, I guess. But I just want to feel better. Like, I want to be the healthiest me that I can be. So yeah, if anybody, is listening to my story or can offer me support, that would be great. I'm gonna keep making videos. I've got like a nice little banana stash going in my garage. I can't keep them in the house because of the fruit flies. They drive me nuts. I don't know if anybody has any suggestions about what to do with the fruit flies. I guess I was thinking maybe I could get a bin and throw them in the bin, but I don't want them to get like get like moist or like moldy or something. I don't know. So yeah, if you could, like my video, maybe follow me, help me out, that would be great. Thanks.